Good afternoon, Jehovah's Witnesses.
Hey, sister. I just had, I don't know if you saw on the news, but there was a triple homicide in my Jehovah's Witness family. We're not sure the exact day because the bodies were laying there for a while. So I need to talk to the most important brother that you can transfer me to there.
Certainly. Just one moment, please.
Thanks.
Good afternoon, Service Department. How can I help you?
Hey, brother. 3 of my Jehovah's Witness family members were murdered this week. And so it happened in Milbank, South Dakota. I'm not sure if you heard about it yet or not.
No, I didn't. I'm so sorry to hear that.
Yeah, it was another family member. Like, one of my uncles killed another one of my uncles and his wife and his unborn.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah, she was 8 months pregnant. So, I called the main branch, but for whatever reason, it doesn't go through. I just go directly to hold. And,
you mean you called the U.S. branch?
Yeah. I had called before, because the situation with this is they're all Jehovah's Witnesses. Even the murderer is a Jehovah's Witness. And I already have another uncle that was raised a witness, but I don't think he was baptized, but he's doing life in prison for pedophilia. So it's like a really bad family. And I've been complaining because the uncle who's the murderer, he's an ex-Bethelite. He was at the farm. And he got sent home early due to, they sent when you get sent home early, there's a letter that comes back with you to the congregation. And my dad was presiding overseer back then. And he got the letter.
Can I ask you a question quickly? Are you one of Jehovah's Witnesses?
Yeah, I'm baptized. I've been baptized since 87, August 17th, 87. And so my dad was presiding overseer back then, because that's what they called it. And he got the letter, and it said, due to deviant sexual behavior, we're going to send this boy home. And it was my dad's brother. So they put him on the list, the list that they, predator list or whatever they, whatever they call it. And they're supposed to keep an eye on him, like how they do with the attendants in the back and going to the bathroom and, all that stuff. But he continued because he was abusing me my whole life. And, nothing was ever done. Like, he would be made to apologize and, we'll put him on this list. And, my dad just didn't want to send his own brother to jail, which, now a second one's going to be doing life of his brothers. So I need to talk to somebody at the main branch to let them know that, that list is just not working. Like, this is not the first time. Like, there's been, I don't know if you know about Lauren Stewart. She was a witness, and she killed her husband, both her adult kids, even the dog, and then she killed herself. And
no, that sounds like a really difficult story. The problem is because it's in another country, another branch territory, we're not aware of, we're not privy to any of those details of that situation.
Okay.
So I guess your question is, you wish to get a hold of the branch in the United States?
Yeah. I'm guessing because I've been, calling a lot and telling them what's going on, and I think they might have, flagged my phone number, and that's why I'm going to hold. But now, because I've been warning them that this is going to happen, this is he's going to fly off the handle, and now that it has he's fallen off the handle, now I really need to get a hold of them. So I want to give you my phone number so that you can call them and tell them, either to unflag my phone number so I can get through, because it's, super important, or if somebody there can call me back.
I can't tell you how sad I am about your situation, my dear sister. That's,
Thanks.
The details you shared with me are just heart-wrenching, and I can only imagine the pain you've been going through with your family situation.
Yeah. They have a surviving... Okay, go ahead.
The challenge is, my dear sister, is that we don't, we don't exchange information between branches like that for the sake of we don't communicate to figure out who's calling who, because we you're not under our jurisdiction. You don't understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I'd be surprised that they would flag your number. I would just keep trying.
It just goes to hold, like they never answer. Like I don't know.
Maybe it has to do with they've had a lot of issues recently, like the tornadoes. There's a lot of calls coming in. They just might have a big log of calls. I just don't know. But the branch doesn't usually just put people on hold for indefinitely. So I would just, during work hours, which is 8 to 12 and 1 to 5 in the days to come, Monday to Friday, obviously. Yeah. So you have a little bit of time left today if you want to try again, but I would just keep trying, because there's really nothing we can do at our end here, and we'll keep in our prayers for sure. But as far as a technical standpoint, we can't pass anything to them. We're to be honest with you, we're just not allowed to do that. So it's personal information, and we wouldn't be able to assist that way.
Okay. So
but I'm sorry about, I really mean it when I say that I'm sincerely sorry about all of this. I can't even imagine, the depth of pain, but please be assured that you're in our prayers, my dear sister.
Okay. Yeah, because there was this one, it's Milbank, South Dakota, Brent, Hanson, just in case you wanted to search it and see what's going on with it, because it was all over the deal. But the little 3-year-old boy, he was left alone with the bodies for at least 2 days. He was just with no food or water or nothing. I'm assuming he was probably covered in blood, and because it was blunt force trauma.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Well, aren't we grateful that Joe is going to put an end to all these things very shortly?
Yeah. Well, the brother.
Regardless of where we live today, there's so many tragedies. We hear of some here too, but Jehovah is not oblivious to all that. Hebrews 4:13. Everything is naked and openly exposed to Him, with whom we have an accounting. So, just have faith that Jehovah is not going to. Anything that's happened in your family, Jehovah has taken note of it, and if there's justice needed, it will take place. There's no question about that.
Yeah, I know the one brother, Bob Wilcox, there, when I called and told him to, because he's there, I'm not, I'm in a different state, so I needed somebody to watch out for that situation not to happen. And he told me, he goes, I'll keep an eye on things, but he told me to leave it in Jehovah's hands. And I guess if this is the way Jehovah wanted it to be handled, that's what he told me.
Well, just when you call the branch there, you can explain those details to them. They'll be a lot more familiar with the situation, since it's in their branch territory. But don't hesitate to tell the brothers that at the branch.
Yeah,
get a hold of them. I'm sure it'll go through. Believe me, I don't think they'll leave your number on hold for indefinitely. It doesn't happen.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, thanks.
Take care, my sister. I hope you have a good weekend.
I hope
You're
so
very
too.
welcome.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Hey, so there you have it.